So I see you there. Yes, you, the one carrying that weight in your chest, that memory that still burns when you close your eyes. Someone looked at you and decided you weren't enough. They walked away. They chose another path. They made you feel invisible, disposable, forgotten. And even though time has passed, even though you've tried to move forward, there are moments when that rejection still whispers in your mind, telling you that maybe, just maybe, they were right about you. But tonight, I need you to hear something that will shatter every lie you've been carrying. The same person who rejected you, the same one who couldn't see your value, the same one who made you question your worth, is about to witness something they never imagined possible. They will see you transformed. They will see you elevated. They will see the light I have restored in you, and they will finally understand what they lost when they turned their back on you. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about proving anything to them. This is about you recognizing that their rejection was never a reflection of your value. It was a protection of your destiny. I removed them from your path because they could never handle where I am taking you. And now, as you stand in the fullness of what I have prepared, they will look at you and see not the person they dismissed, but the masterpiece I have been sculpting all along. You clicked on this message because something inside you recognized that it was meant for you. Perhaps you are still healing from the sting of rejection. Perhaps you have wondered why someone you valued couldn't see what you had to offer. Perhaps you have questioned whether you will ever be enough, whether anyone will truly see you, whether the pain of being overlooked will ever fade. I know the nights you have spent replaying conversations, analyzing what you could have done differently, wondering if you were too much or not enough. I have seen every tear, every silent prayer, every moment you forced a smile while your heart was breaking. And I want you to know something that will change everything. Their rejection of you was my redirection for you. What felt like an ending was actually a beginning. What looked like loss was actually preparation for unprecedented gain. But here is what I need you to understand, and this is why you must stay with me until the very end of this message. The person who rejected you is about to become a witness to your transformation. Not because you need their validation, but because I am going to use your restoration as a testimony of my power. They will see the confidence you carry now. They will notice the peace that radiates from you. They will recognize that something has shifted, that you are no longer the person they walked away from, that you have been refined, elevated, and filled with a light they cannot explain. And in that moment, they will realize what they forfeited when they chose to let you go. I have walked with people who felt exactly what you are feeling now. I have restored those who thought they were broken beyond repair. I have taken individuals who were rejected by family, abandoned by friends, dismissed by those they loved, and I have turned their stories into testimonies of redemption that inspire thousands. Your story is no different. In fact, your story is still being written, and the chapters ahead are more beautiful than anything you have experienced before. Here is what I am going to reveal to you in this message. First, I will show you why their rejection was actually my protection over your future. Second, I will explain how I have been using this season to develop qualities in you that will carry you into your next level. Third, I will reveal the specific ways I am about to showcase your transformation so that those who doubted you will see what I have done. And finally, I will give you the practical steps to walk confidently in this new identity I have placed upon you. But before we go any further, I need you to do something. If you are ready to receive everything I have for you tonight, if you are ready to step into the identity I have been preparing, I need you to subscribe to this channel right now. This is not just about a notification. This is about making a declaration that you are choosing to hear my voice consistently, that you are committing to your spiritual growth, that you are saying yes to the transformation I have already begun in you. And after you subscribe, I want you to type in the comments, "Lord, I am here. I subscribed because I love you and I want to hear you." Write it with conviction. Write it with faith. Write it as a confirmation that you are ready for what comes next. Also, I want you to share with me where you are watching from. Write your country and your city in the comments. I want to see how far my voice is reaching tonight. How many lives are being touched across the world? How many hearts are opening to receive this word? Now stay with me. Do not leave. Do not get distracted. Because as we move through this message together, I am going to speak a word directly to your heart. A word that only you will understand. a word that will unlock something powerful inside you. And when you write that word in the comments at the end, I'm going to release blessings over your life that have been waiting for this exact moment. Trust me, what I am about to show you will change everything. The protection hidden in your rejection. You have been looking at rejection as if it were a verdict on your value, but I need you to see it through my eyes. When that person walked away from you, when they chose someone else, when they made you feel like you were not enough, they were not rejecting you. They were disqualifying themselves from your future. I saw what they could not see. I knew what they would never be able to handle. I recognized that their presence in your life would limit the fullness of what I had planned for you. So I removed them, not as punishment to you, but as preparation for you. Think about it. If they had stayed, would you have pursued the dreams you are pursuing now? If they had chosen you, would you have developed the strength you have developed in this season? If they had validated you back then, would you have learned to find your validation in me? The answer is no. Their presence would have kept you comfortable, and comfort is the enemy of growth. I needed you to feel the discomfort of rejection so that you would turn to me, so that you would discover who you are apart from their opinion, so that you would build your foundation on something unshakable. I have seen too many people stay in relationships, friendships, and connections that were beneath what I had prepared for them, simply because they feared rejection more than they desired their destiny. But you were forced out of that false security. You were pushed into a season where you had to decide whether you would believe what they said about you or what I say about you. And even though it hurt, even though it felt like you were losing everything, you were actually gaining access to a version of yourself that could never have emerged if they had stayed. There is a story in my word about a man named Joseph. His own brothers rejected him. They threw him into a pit. They sold him into slavery. They made him feel worthless, unwanted, abandoned. But what they meant for evil, I used for good. That rejection positioned Joseph to become a leader in Egypt, to save nations from famine, to fulfill a purpose that would have been impossible if his brothers had accepted him. The rejection was not the end of his story. It was the beginning of his elevation. And the same is true for you. Right now, you might not see the full picture. You might still feel the sting of what happened. But I'm telling you, the person who rejected you could never have walked with you where I am taking you. They did not have the capacity to celebrate your growth. They did not have the maturity to support your transformation. They did not have the vision to see what I see in you. So I removed them, and in their absence I am building something in you that will astonish everyone who ever doubted you. If this word is resonating with you, if you are beginning to see your rejection as redirection, I want you to leave a like on this video right now. Let that be your way of saying, I receive this truth. I am ready to see my rejection as protection. And as you continue watching, ask yourself this question: what have I gained in this season that I could never have gained if they had stayed? Write your answer in the comments. Let it be a testimony of how I have been working even when you could not see it. The transformation you did not see coming. While you were focused on the pain of rejection, I was focused on your preparation. While you were wondering why they left, I was working on why you are still here. This season has not been wasted. Every tear you cried watered seeds of resilience that are now blooming. Every night you felt alone taught you how to stand in your own strength. Every moment you questioned your worth forced you to search for the truth of who I created you to be. And now you are not the same person they walked away from. You have been transformed. I have been developing qualities in you that prosperity requires: patience, discipline, faith, endurance, humility, confidence that does not depend on external validation. You have learned how to encourage yourself when no one else is around. You have learned how to worship me even when your circumstances have not changed. You have learned how to keep moving forward even when you do not see the finish line. These are not small things. These are the characteristics of someone who is ready for abundance, ready for influence, ready for the overflow I have been preparing. And here is what is about to happen. The transformation I have been working on in private is about to be displayed in public. The confidence you have been building is about to be noticed. The peace you have been cultivating is about to become undeniable. The favor I have been storing up for you is about to be released in ways that will leave people speechless. And among those people will be the one who rejected you. They will see you and recognize that something has shifted. They will notice the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you walk in authority and grace. And they will realize that you are no longer the person they dismissed. You are someone entirely new. This is not about making them regret their decision. This is not about rubbing your success in their face. This is about you stepping fully into the identity I have given you, and in doing so becoming a living testimony of my faithfulness. When they see you thriving, when they see you blessed, when they see you walking in purpose, they will have no choice but to acknowledge that I have been with you, that I have lifted you, that I have restored what they tried to diminish. There is a principle in my word that says, I will make your enemies your footstool. That does not mean I will destroy them. It means I will elevate you to a place where their opinion no longer affects you, where their presence no longer intimidates you, where their rejection becomes irrelevant, because you are standing on a foundation they cannot shake. And that is exactly what I'm doing for you right now. You are about to walk into rooms you were once excluded from. You are about to receive opportunities you were once overlooked for. You are about to experience breakthroughs that will make it clear to everyone watching that I have been orchestrating every detail of your journey. And when that happens, the ones who rejected you will be among the first to notice. Not because you sought their attention, but because my light in you will be impossible to ignore. I want to pause here and speak directly to your heart. If it is possible, if you feel led, if you have the means, I invite you to contribute with love through the thanks button. It does not matter the amount. What matters is the heart with which you give, for it is written, give, and it will be given to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Every offering made in faith is a seed before me, and none of them will I leave unfruitful. I see in secret, and I reward openly. And for those who contribute with a sincere heart, do not forget to leave your name and your city with your contribution, because on the first day of the following month, in a unique and special video on the channel, The Voice of God, your name will be remembered, mentioned in gratitude, and covered by divine blessings released in prayer. Remain until the end of this message, because I still want to touch your heart with my voice. The moment they see what they lost. There is coming a moment, and it is closer than you think, when the person who rejected you will cross your path again. It might be in person. It might be through a mutual connection. It might be through something they see online or hear from someone else. But they will see you. And when they do, they will not see the person they remember. They will see the version of you that I have been building. They will see the glow of someone who has spent time in my presence. They will see the confidence of someone who knows their worth. They will see the abundance of someone who has learned to trust me with their future. And in that moment, something will shift inside them. They will realize that they misjudged you. They will recognize that their decision to walk away was not the power move they thought it was. They will understand that in rejecting you, they rejected a blessing I had placed in their life. But here is the truth. By the time they realize it, you will no longer need their acknowledgement. You will have moved so far beyond that season that their recognition will feel more like confirmation than validation. I have seen this play out countless times. The person who was overlooked for a promotion later starts their own company and becomes more successful than the one who passed them over. The person who was rejected in a relationship later finds a partner who values them completely and builds a life full of love and peace. The person who was excluded from a circle later creates their own community and impacts thousands. The pattern is always the same. Rejection leads to redirection, and redirection leads to elevation. Your story will be no different. In fact, your story is already unfolding exactly as I designed it. The rejection you experienced was not a detour. It was part of the route. It was necessary to position you for what comes next. And what comes next is so much greater than what you lost. What comes next will make you grateful that things did not work out the way you wanted them to, because my way is always better than your way. When they see you thriving, when they see you blessed, when they see you walking in the fullness of your purpose, they will have a choice to make. They can celebrate what I have done in you, or they can remain in regret over what they missed. But either way, their response will not define you. You will have already defined yourself by choosing to trust me through the pain, by choosing to grow through the rejection, by choosing to believe that I had something better waiting for you. If you are feeling the weight of this message lifting off your shoulders, if you are beginning to see your future with new eyes, I want you to share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Share it with someone who is still healing from rejection. Share it with someone who needs to be reminded that their story is not over. And then, in the comments, answer this question. What is one thing you have learned about yourself in this season of rejection? Let your answer become a testimony for someone else who is watching, walking in your restored identity. Now that you understand the purpose behind your rejection and the transformation I have been working in you, it is time to talk about how you walk forward, because knowing the truth is only the beginning. Living the truth is where the breakthrough happens, and I need you to walk in the identity I have given you with boldness, with confidence, with unwavering faith, that what I have said about you is more real than what anyone else has said about you. First, stop rehearsing the rejection. Stop replaying the moment they walked away. Stop analyzing what you could have done differently. That chapter is closed. The more you revisit it, the more power you give it over your present. I need you to close that door completely and lock it. You're not going back there. You are moving forward, and forward requires focus. Every time that memory tries to resurface, replace it with a declaration of truth. Say it out loud. I am chosen. I am valued. I am enough. I am exactly where I need to be. Second, surround yourself with people who see what I see in you. I am bringing new relationships into your life, relationships that will affirm your worth, celebrate your growth, and support your dreams. But you have to make space for them. You cannot hold on to people who diminish you and expect to attract people who elevate you. Let go of the connections that drain you. Release the friendships that make you question yourself. Trust me to replace what you release with something far better. Third, invest in your growth. This season is not just about recovering from rejection. It is about becoming the person who is ready for the next level. Read books that expand your mind. Develop skills that increase your value. Spend time in my presence so that your spirit stays strong. Take care of your body so that your energy matches your vision. Everything you do right now is building the foundation for what is coming. So build with intention. Fourth, practice gratitude. I know it is hard to be thankful when you are still healing, but gratitude shifts your perspective. It reminds you that even in the pain, there have been moments of grace. Even in the loss, there have been signs of my faithfulness. Start each day by naming 3 things you are grateful for. Let gratitude become the lens through which you see your life, and watch how quickly your focus shifts from what you lost to what you still have. Finally, trust my timing. I know you want the breakthrough now. I know you want the recognition now. I know you want the vindication now. But I am working on a timeline that considers not just where you are, but where you are going. If I released everything right now, you would not be ready to sustain it. So I am building your capacity while I am building your blessing. Trust that when the time is right, everything will align in a way that exceeds anything you could have orchestrated on your own. If this message is giving you practical steps you can actually use, hit the like button and let me know. And in the comments, I want you to write this. I trust your timing. Write it as a declaration. Write it as a surrender. Write it as a commitment to walk in faith, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. The testimony you are about to carry. You need to understand something that will change the way you see this entire season. You are not just going through this for yourself. You are going through this so that your testimony can become a lifeline for someone else. Right now, there is someone watching this video who is in the exact same place you were months ago, maybe even years ago. They are carrying the same pain, asking the same questions, wondering if they will ever be enough. And when they see what I'm about to do in your life, when they see how I brought you through rejection into restoration, they will have hope. They will have proof that it is possible. They will have a reason to keep believing. That is the power of a testimony. It is not just a story about what happened to you. It is a weapon against the lies that are trying to destroy someone else. Your breakthrough becomes their breakthrough. Your healing becomes their healing. Your elevation becomes their inspiration. And that is why the enemy fought so hard to keep you stuck in the pain of rejection. He knew that if you made it through, if you came out stronger, if you allowed me to restore you, your life would become a threat to every lie he has been telling people about their worth. But you did not stay stuck. You kept moving. You kept praying. You kept believing. And now you are on the other side, and your testimony is ready to be told. Not in a way that glorifies the pain, but in a way that glorifies my faithfulness. not in a way that focuses on what they did to you, but in a way that focuses on what I did for you. Your story is about to inspire people you have never met, in places you have never been, in ways you cannot even imagine yet. I have already prepared the platforms for you to share your testimony. I have already aligned the connections that will amplify your voice. I have already set the stage for your story to reach the people who need it most. All you have to do is be willing to tell it. Be willing to be vulnerable about the struggle. Be willing to be honest about the process. Be willing to give me the glory for the outcome. And when you do, you will see how I use your pain as a gateway to someone else's freedom. There is a verse in my word that says, "They overcame by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony." Your testimony is not optional. It is essential. It is part of your assignment. And the person who rejected you, the situation that broke you, the season that tested you, all of it was preparation for the testimony you are about to carry into the world. So do not hide it. Do not minimize it. Do not wait until you feel ready. Share it now. Let people see that I am still in the business of turning rejection into resurrection. In the comments, I want you to write one sentence that summarizes what you have overcome. Let it be bold. Let it be honest. Let it be a declaration that you are no longer defined by what happened to you, but by what I am doing through you. The abundance that follows obedience. Now I want to talk to you about something that many people overlook when they are healing from rejection. The abundance that is waiting on the other side of obedience. You see, this season was not just about restoring your identity. It was also about teaching you how to steward the blessings I am about to release. Because abundance is not just financial. It is relational. It is emotional. It is spiritual. It is the fullness of life that comes when you are aligned with my will and walking in your purpose. I have been watching how you have handled this season. I have seen the moments when you wanted to give up but chose to keep going. I have seen the times when you wanted to retaliate but chose to forgive. I have seen the days when you felt empty but still showed up for others. And all of that has been a test, not to see if you would fail, but to prepare you for what you would do when you succeed. Because success without character is dangerous. Wealth without wisdom is destructive. Influence without integrity is corrupting. So I allowed you to go through this season to develop the character that will carry the abundance I have prepared for you. And now, that abundance is coming. It is coming in the form of opportunities you did not apply for. It is coming in the form of relationships that align with your values. It is coming in the form of resources that exceed your current needs so that you can be a blessing to others. It is coming in the form of peace that surpasses understanding, joy that is not dependent on circumstances, and confidence that is rooted in who I say you are. But here is the key. Abundance follows obedience. If you want to walk in the fullness of what I have for you, you have to be willing to do what I ask, even when it does not make sense. You have to be willing to give when I say give, to move when I say move, to speak when I say speak, to wait when I say wait. Obedience is the bridge between where you are and where I am taking you. And every time you choose to obey, you activate another level of blessing that I have been holding for you. Think about the people in my word who experienced abundance. Abraham was blessed because he obeyed when I told him to leave his homeland. Ruth was blessed because she stayed loyal when everyone else left. David was blessed because he trusted me, even when he was anointed, but not yet appointed. The pattern is always the same. Obedience unlocks abundance. And right now, I am asking you to trust me in areas that feel uncomfortable, uncertain, or even illogical. But if you will obey, if you will follow my leading, if you will say yes even when you do not understand, I will open doors that no one can shut. I will provide resources that exceed your needs. I will elevate you to places you never thought possible. If you are ready to walk in obedience, if you are ready to trust me with your future, I want you to comment this word, overflow. Write it as a declaration that you are expecting abundance, that you are positioning yourself to receive everything I have prepared, that you are ready to steward the blessings with wisdom and gratitude, the freedom of letting go. Before we move to the final part of this message, I need to address something that might still be holding you back. It is the weight of unforgiveness. You have done so much healing. You have grown so much. You have come so far. But there is still a part of you that is holding on to what they did, how they made you feel, the pain they caused. And I need you to understand that as long as you hold on to that, you are giving them power over your future. Unforgiveness is not a way to punish them. It is a way to punish yourself. It keeps you tied to a season that has already ended. It keeps you focused on a person who has already moved on. It keeps you trapped in a narrative that I am trying to rewrite. Letting go does not mean what they did was okay. It does not mean you have to trust them again. It does not mean you have to allow them back into your life. Letting go simply means you are releasing the hold that their actions have on your heart. You are choosing to stop giving them space in your mind. You are deciding that your peace is more valuable than your right to be angry. And when you make that choice, when you truly let go, you will feel a freedom you have not felt in a long time. I know it is hard. I know they hurt you. I know they do not deserve your forgiveness. But forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is about reclaiming your joy, your peace, your future. And I am telling you right now, the moment you release them, the moment you stop rehearsing what they did and start focusing on what I am doing, everything will shift, doors will open, clarity will come, opportunities will appear. Because unforgiveness is a barrier to blessing, and the moment you remove that barrier, the flood of favor I have been holding back will be released into your life. So I am asking you today, will you let it go? Will you release the bitterness, the anger, the resentment, the need for them to acknowledge what they did? Will you trust that I am a better judge than you, that I will handle what needs to be handled, that I will repay what needs to be repaid? Will you give me the weight you have been carrying so that I can give you the rest you have been longing for? In the comments, if you are ready to let go, if you are ready to forgive, if you are ready to be free, write this: I release them. Write it with intention. Write it with conviction. Write it as a final act of closing that chapter so that the next one can fully open. We have walked a long journey together in this message, and I am so proud of you for staying until the end. You could have clicked away. You could have let doubt or distraction pull you somewhere else, but you stayed. And that tells me that you are serious about your healing, serious about your growth, serious about stepping into everything I have prepared for you. So now, as we close, I want to leave you with this final word. You are not the same person you were when you started watching this video. Something has shifted. Something has been released. Something has been unlocked inside you that cannot be put back. And that shift is going to change everything. The person who rejected you is not your concern anymore. Their opinion is not your measure. Their absence is not your loss. Because you have me, and I am more than enough. You have my voice, and my voice speaks louder than theirs ever could. You have my promise, and my promise is unbreakable. So stop looking back at what did not work out, and start looking forward to what is about to unfold. Stop wondering if you are enough, and start walking like you already know you are. Stop waiting for validation from people who could never see your value, and start living in the truth of who I created you to be. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of the chapter where everything changes. The chapter where you rise, the chapter where you thrive, the chapter where you become a testimony that inspires thousands. And I am going to be with you every step of the way. I am going to guide you, protect you, provide for you, and position you exactly where you need to be. All you have to do is trust me. All you have to do is keep moving forward. All you have to do is say yes to what I am calling you into, even when it feels scary, even when it feels uncertain, even when it requires more faith than you think you have. In the coming days, I am going to continue speaking to you through this channel. I'm going to give you more messages, more encouragement, more direction. So if you have not already subscribed, do it now. Make this a part of your daily spiritual routine. Let this be the place you come when you need to hear my voice, when you need to be reminded of your worth, when you need strength to keep going. And make sure you turn on notifications so you do not miss a single message. Because what I'm about to release in the coming weeks is going to take you to levels you have only dreamed about. There is a playlist on this channel that is specifically designed for people who are in a season of transition, people who are healing from rejection, people who are stepping into their next level. I want you to go watch those videos next. Let them be your roadmap. Let them be your guide. Let them be the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when the journey feels long. And before you leave, I need you to do one more thing. I need you to write this in the comments as a seal of everything we have spoken about today, as a declaration of your faith, as a confirmation of your commitment to walk in everything I have called you to. Write it in all capital letters. Write it with boldness. Write it as a statement to the enemy that he has lost, that you are not going back, that you are stepping into your destiny with confidence. Write this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Go ahead, write it now. Let that be your final word over this season. Let that be the declaration that carries you into everything that is coming. And know that as you write it, I am releasing blessings over your life, opening doors you did not even know existed, and positioning you for a future that will leave you in awe of my faithfulness. You are loved. You are chosen. You are mine, and your best days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. Now go walk in it.